Hi guys, James from DBG here, and this is part 2. So, the other video that was out a couple of days ago, you would have seen the first part of this little job I've just done, the pop culture characters. Now this is, as I said, the bolt action ones. And we have some Africa Corps. We have some Fallschirmjäger in tropical uniform. We have some Africa Corps command group, and we have some Africa Corps riflemen. Now, the riflemen are artisan designs, and these two are from Warlord Games. At the back we have the Marder III, which is their plastic kit. We have the Opal, I'm going to call it a Molitor, which you can see is the half-track version, which is the Molitor is German for mule. And then we have possibly the cutest tank ever. Well, the cutest tank ever is the Panzer II Lux. There's no hands down. It's hands down the cutest tank. This is the second cutest tank ever. 2 Panzer I. Now these are Panzer I's. Panzer IB had a slightly longer hull and a different exhaust system. But yeah, these are Panzer II's. So we'll have a close look at stuff in a bit, but as per the client's request, that comes off and there's stuff in the back. We'll have another close look at that in a bit. Right, first of all, let's look at stuff we've already seen. And I know it was a video a long time ago. Let's have a look at these artisan designs. Again, I'm not using a tripod because of reasons. It's made down to space at the moment. I've got a lot going on. So we have the artisan designs. The artisan designs miniatures are always, actually there's quite a significant size difference between these two manufacturers. I would not mix them in the same units, but I'm a big fan of artisan designs. The design is slightly cartoony. I don't mean that in a bad way, but everything's baggy and it looks very much of the period. So they've got this 8 riflemen, mix of forage caps and Stalin helms, and there's a mix of equipment on the backs of them as well. So then we have the command group, which consists of an officer with his standard pair of binoculars and a holstered firearm. We have another officer advancing forward in his knee-length desert boots with an MP40. We have a medic. Focus. That's the only problem. We're not having a tripod. I haven't got enough hands. So we have the medic here, and Games Workshop's Blood for the Blood God is perfect for just doing a little bit of wet blood effect on the arm there. And then we have at the back there, we have the communications officer. Then we're on to the Fallschirmjäger in tropical, in inverted commas, uniform. Now these guys are perfect for representing the guys that landed on Crete. These are all armed with rifles, MP40s, and the machine gunner has an MG34. Perfect for the Ramka division, which was a division of volunteer Fallschirmjäger that took part in North Africa, or the Fallschirmjäger that fought in Tunisia. If you want Fallschirmjäger for the Italian campaign, your best bet is probably Warlord's plastic set of 30, although Artisan Designs do an amazing range of Fallschirmjäger. So we've got 2 NCOs. Got that guy there, this guy with the forage cap. Sorry about the lighting, it's getting a bit weird. Sorry, I'm eating a mint. Really bad timing. Then we have the MG34 gunner. Again, he has a holstered, probably P38. With all his equipment and what have you at the back. And if you've noticed, on every helmet there's a little bit of chipping. There we go. Then we've got the loader, as well as having his rifle with an ammunition box slung over his rifle. He is festooned with stick grenades. And all the equipment you need to service the gun. Obviously everything is camouflaged to desert conditions, so that cylinder on the back, not this canvas bag, which will have spares and cleaning equipment, what have you, that cylinder there is the spare barrel tube, which normally is dark green. And then we've got another guy here. There's two guys in the set that actually have proper Fallschirmjäger smocks. Oh, sorry. With the I've done the stylized version of Splinter camo on there. But there's plenty of different camos they would have used. They would have used water, which is another type of camouflage, and they also probably would have used the Italian paratrooper camouflage, which was very prized. But I see this is the other one with, actually this is one of my favourite miniatures. There's a lot of character in this guy. He's running forward with his smock with a stick grenade stuck in his belt. And this one here, I have to say, this is probably my favourite of the whole set. He is just standing there, working a bolt on his 98K, just looking really annoyed. But it's just the pose he's standing in. I just really love that miniature. Really love that miniature. Anyway, enough talking about that. So now we're onto the vehicles. This is the Marder. I think it's a 3H, which is a plastic set from War Games, which was converted from Focus. Hang on. There we go. It was converted from the Czech 38T. So, yeah. What I will say is that it's not the first time I've done this, but this is the first time that these struts here, they're supposed to be a canvas cover, which is supposed to protect the crew when working in all weathers. But this kit, they were particularly brittle, and one of those actually broke while painting, which shows how brittle it was. As far as I know, that's not a common malfunction. But yeah, so there's the 38T. We've got the shell casings at the back there, the exhaust, a little bit of weathering on the exhaust back there. Then we've got the Opel, this is the Opel Blitz from Muleteer. Client requested a Muleteer. I'm not 100% sure that the Muleteer was in Africa. It probably was in Tunisia, but I don't think it was in North Africa at the beginning. From what I understand, this system here is actually taken from captured French vehicles, and some were actually taken from British Universal Carriers and slapped on the side of normal Opel Blitz trucks to turn them into, I mean, the Opel Blitz is a 4x4 anyway, but this turned it into a more reliable 4x4 cross-country vehicle. And then in the back we have, some of this is from the Opel Blitz kit, and some of it is Rubicon do two excellent sets of 1/56 scale stowage, an Allied and a German set. This is actually stuff from the Allied set, but I chose crates and barrels and things like that, the stuff that you would find in ubiquitous use on both sides. And then obviously we have the canvas cover, which just slots on there. Now, onto the cuties. The Panzer I's. When Germany started to rearm back in the mid-30s, these were designed as training tanks for the future Panzer armies and the mechanised stuff that the Germans were working on, theoretically anyway. And they first saw service in the Spanish Civil War from 36 to 1939, where they did okay. The armour was almost bulletproof, but anything bigger than even the large 12.5 millimeter rounds were going through it. So it really was just a training tank. But you'd be surprised to know that in 1939, in the invasion of Germany, Panzer I's and Panzer II's made up most of the German Panzer arm that went into Poland on the 1st of September 1939. And then again in May of 1940, these little guys again were spearheading the German advance in the light armoured companies, along with the obviously the Panzer II's, because production still hasn't caught up with the Panzer III's and Panzer IV's. But yeah, I think you will agree that these guys are the second cutest tank. You're probably thinking, my God, how can the tank be cute? But just look at it, so cute. Anyway, so that is, as he pulls back, focus. Yeah, that's part 2, and that's the Africa bits. So again, once again, do check out all the links in the description for the affiliates and sponsors, Goblin Gaming, Workshop Gaming, and the others I can't remember, and Patreon. And as I said in the previous video, there's a chance I might be back at work now, because obviously I'm filming this at the beginning of the week. So my upload schedule could well change due to having to go back to work and all the normal, well, normal was the wrong word, but all the stuff that would normally be happening in everyone's lives without the COVID-19. Anyway, so once again, stay safe, take care. I'll catch you guys next time.